Hey everyone, in this lecture, we are going to talk about characters, about strings, and more about the string class. So let's start with the character. So let me switch to Visual Studio. All right, so the first thing we need to do is make sure we include CC type. Anything that has to do with character, we need to make sure that CC type is included. So now let's basically discuss the different functions that are related to character. So first, let's have a variable, char, let's call it ch. And then I'm going to prompt the user to enter a character. So I want to check if that character is a number, like a digit, or it is an alphabetic, it's an alphabet, one of the characters or letters from the alphabet, or it is a punctuation, or so sometimes you want to know what type of character it is. So we're going to put enter any character. So we are going to save it in this variable ch. And then let's start with the first one. Is that character a digit? So we're going to use the function digits. Of course, we put ch here. So if it is a digit, then we're going to say out you insert the digits. Right? Now, what about if it's not digit? If it's something else, we're going to put else if is alpha. Alpha means it is a letter from the alphabet. So we're going to put if it is alpha ch, then we're going to say you insert, say out, you insert a letter from the alphabet, for example. Okay. Now, or for example, else if, what about if it was a punctuation? So we're going to put is punctuation could be question mark, exclamation mark, any of the punctuation that you are familiar with. So we're going to put is points and then ch. Then we are going to say out you insert a punctuation. We can also be more specific if it's an alphabet, is it uppercase or lowercase? So maybe you can have like a nested F here. I'm going to put here if is upper, that means uppercase. So it should be already an alphabet before you check if it's uppercase or not. So we're going to put it inside. So if it is uppercase, then we're going to say you insert an uppercase here. And then if it is lowercase, so it is lower, ch, then we are going to say you insert a lowercase letter. See? So if it's digits, if it's alphabet, if it's uppercase or lowercase, it's punctuation. Okay, so this is the most frequently used. You can also use something called alphanumeric. It means you can put something like this if it is either digits or um, alphabet. So you can do that. For example, here I can add it Mm. Mm. Or maybe I should put it here and then separate them. So maybe I should put here if it is alpha, so alpha is so is alpha all known. So this is alphanumeric. Then I'm going to put insert an alphanumeric, an alphanumeric, and then here we can separate them. So we can put this. If it is alpha, so right here we can put, if it is alpha, then we say it is alphanumeric. So it should be inside, just like what we did with the uppercase, lowercase. So I'm going to put this one right here. It's an alpha. It's this. It's inputs right here. And then for digits, we're going to do the same thing. So let me just copy this. Copy it. And put this away. So if it is digits, so one more time, is alpha, is alpha numeric. So alphanumeric means either digits or alphabets. Let me make sure that we're going to perfect. Okay. So I put there, set, and then I'm going to put C out, it's a digits. You insert the digits. All right, so let's make sure we have this correct. I don't need this one anymore because it's already included. So I'm going to put this inside the alpha. So I'm going to get this, start it from here, and put it inside alpha right here. Because if it's alphabet, then you check if it's uppercase or lowercase. And then you have digits, and then punctuation is the last. I think that's perfect. Okay, so now let's go over this and then run the program. So we prompt the user to enter a character. If it's alphanumeric, that means either digits, let me put this right here, either digits or a letter. To be one of those. Okay, so then you enter an alphanumeric, all right? And then inside, I'm going to check if it's an alphabetic. So if it's from the alphabet, it's going to say you enter the letter from the alphabet. And then inside, it's going to check if it's uppercase or lowercase. Okay, and then if it's digits, then punctuation. So let's run the program and see if it is enter a character. I'm not sure if you can see this. Let me stop this and then share my screen. Make sure I have the one in one. There we go. So enter a character. So for example, if I put J, so if I hit the enter key, now J is an alphanumeric, okay? And it's an alphabet, okay? And then it's uppercase, so three things. But if you hit the enter key, you're gonna still have all the three. You enter the alphanumeric, you enter the letter from the alphabet in the uppercase, all right? So now let's enter another one, just to make sure it is working. Okay, let me share the screen. So I'm going to run the program. And then again, I have to stop and share the screen. Output screen is this one. All right, so enter character. So let's see, I'm going to enter a digit, like let's say 8. So 8 is a digit. It's not an uppercase, it's not an alphabet, it's not a punctuation. So you're going to see it's entered an alphanumeric because alphanumeric is either digits or alphabet, and that's the case. And then enter. Now let me one more time. Let me enter something like punctuation and see if something I get that. So I run the program. Let me see. So I run the program and then let me share screen. Right. Enter character. So if I enter, let's say, question mark. So if I hit the enter key, that's not an alphabet, that's not alphanumeric, that's not uppercase, that's not lowercase, it's only punctuation. And there we go, punctuation. So as you can see right here, it works perfectly. All right, now let me share my screen again. Now let's see how we can use this. Let's say, for example, I have a program that prompt the user to enter a number, like a PIN number or something, and I need to make sure that the user enter an actual number, that there is nothing that is not a digit. So how can we do that? So the best way is to create a function that returns either true or false, whether any of the digits, let's say 4 digits, or it could be more, it could be less. So let me start with that. So I'm going to go right here, delete all of this, and then create a function on top. So that function should be bool, and then I'm going to call it is number, and it accepts a string. Let's call it input. So that's input, or you can call it pin number. It's a pin number. When you go to the ATM machine, it asks you to enter a pin number, and I want to make sure that every single digit is a number, like it's not something else. Anything other than digits, it should be it should say false. So what can I do? So I just need to go use the loop starting from beginning all the way to the end. I'm going to put in that length I plus plus. So if any of the characters, if it's not digits, then it should say digits, because that's the function that returns true if it's a digit, and then false. So I'm going to put here, if it is input, I call it pin, and then I'm going to put either at, or you can put square brackets. So both of them are correct. So you can put at I to access the character, or you can use the square brackets like this. The both of them are fine. And then put the exclamation mark, so that means if it's false. If it's not digits, then I'm going to return false. Otherwise, outside the loop, if it's not returned false, then it should return true, which means every single character is a digit. So this is the function. Now let me call the function. Let me prompt the user, get out, enter your PIN number. So the user, of course, will enter. Hopefully, you can even explain. You can say 4 digits just to help them remember 4 digits. Okay. So they're going to enter. I need a variable here, that string. Let me call it my. Okay. So I'm going to say let's see in my. So here I'm going to call the function. So I'm going to put cout, and then I'm called the function. It's called is number, and then put my in there. So if it returns 1 or 2, then it means that it is valid. that you can put here, for example, it's probably going to put if statements will be better. So if my pin, as means 2, we'll just leave it like that. If my pin, so if is number, my pin is 2, that's a Boolean statement, it's a Boolean function. So I can either leave it like that or put equals 2. It doesn't matter. Okay? But if you leave it like that, that means it means 2. So if it is returning 2, then I'm going to say your pin number is valid. Otherwise, I'm going to put it's not valid. So it's not valid if any of the 4 characters is different than digits, whatever it is. So I'm going to put else is not. Okay. So now let's run the program and see. Okay. So let me share my screen. All right. Enter my pin number. So let me enter something that's not a pin number. So let's say I put 4, 5, 3, and then all of a sudden by mistake, maybe I press one of the letters, let's say B. Okay, so that's not a valid one. So I'm going to hit the enter key. It's going to say your pin number is not. Now let me try another time. So I'm going to run the program. And then share my screen. And now this time into the correct one. Let's say 4, 5, 7, 8. So if I hit the enter key, it says your pin number is valid. So it is working. All right. So this is all about characters. So in the next lecture, we are going to talk more about functions, both from the C string and also from the string class. All right. So thank you for watching and have a good day.